Ladies and gentlemen, you just won't even believe your eyes if you've yet to see what I'm talking about. You're just going to be in complete disbelief. If this is the first video you've seen from me today, as I begin to recap the events of my day, you're just going to be shocked. You're going to be confused. There's just constant twists and turns, just endless insanity to it, to the point I can't even believe what's going on. It's just shocking. It's just shocking. I know people are saying that they're shocked, they're confused. They don't know what the hell is going on. So, this morning I wake up, and I had resolved to try and repent of an error, of a sin in my life, which was of what I believe to have been a lie, or at least, not strictly the truth, which was saying that Joshua Moon was a pedophile. And so I had set to reconcile that today and make that right. At the same time, I was hoping to present some of the gospel and some of righteousness and some truth to Josh, that he might take benefit from that and better himself, and is a fan of my content, or at least was. He would show up from time to time and he enjoyed it, but he got very, very upset. Josh came in and started saying to me, I could just get another payment processor like this, Dick has no control over me or whatever. So from that point on, I've always just said to him, if it's no big deal to drop it, just get another processor, because right now, the way things are, to me, it's looking like you're colluding with the other people on New Project 2. You've locked Dick Masterson's thread, this and that, what is going on? And he just he's been upset ever since at me. I don't know what the issue is, but I tried to reason with this guy today because I felt bad. I dropped everything, all the character, all the over-the-top stuff, and I tried to level with the guy and be honest with him, and I tried to actually act in what was good faith, because he had been emphasizing that, in his posts. He was talking about how he needed to know I was operating in good faith. So I go, you know what, I'm going to publicly, try and bury this with him. I'm going to invite him onto a show so that he can vindicate himself and, absolve himself of all this crap, so he can clear the record, because I denied him the opportunity a couple weeks ago to come on and do that with me, and I felt well, let's rectify that wrong. Let's bring you on. You tell us exactly what your side of the story is. I'm going to press you, because I'm not just going to let you get away with any answer, but I'm going to be fair. I'm going to try and be fair, but I'm going to advocate what my side of the case is, and if your defense is good, and it seems like it's airtight to you, then there shouldn't be any problem, and you should be vindicated and absolved. And I'm trying to settle this. I'm trying to deal with this in a respectful and a mature and an adult way and in a Christian way. And what do I get in return for this? Me trying to extend an olive branch to this guy. I even later tell him, do you want in on the fun or what? He just doesn't, but it doesn't matter. The guy just starts going crazy on my Kiwi Farms thread. Because I send him, right? So I send him, this is how much respect I'm trying to show this guy, and show him that I really want to turn the corner with him. I grew some more respect for him after he stood up for himself the day before. And so what I do is I send him the link to this video before it's even done processing. So he will be the very first person to see it. So he'll be the very first person to see it. I'm not going to promote it on YouTube, until a little while after. Give him some time to watch it, maybe, before other people flood in, so that he can you know, he at least gets that respect that he's going to be one of the first people to see it because it concerns him. And I'm trying to be honest with him, and I'm trying to be personal with him. And I'm trying to be personable. And, you know, he sees it, and what does he do? He goes on Kiwi Farms, and he writes this. And I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to show you this. So, this video was personally delivered to me, and at 23 minutes in, this is talking about me, PPP, in my thread. And there's my BitChute video that you can go see if you want. 23 minutes in, he asks a series of questions, which I do, because these are the questions. So, like, I'm actually so... oh, man. I'm so fair to the guy that I give him the line of questioning I'm going to drill him with ahead of time, before. Like, publicly ahead of time. Like, these are the questions I planned on asking. This is what I wanted to know the answers to, you know, and he's going to start, like, going crazy on Kiwi Farms about this. Like, dude, I'm going to give you an opportunity publicly to speak with me about this. I'm giving you the questions in advance. I'm giving you the video before anybody else. I'm basically, like, fucking walking shit back. You know, I don't do that unless I feel that I was actually wrong. And I was. And some people close to me spoke to me and said, hey, man, this was a bit offside. It was too far even for the character or whatever. It's fine. So I walked that back because I didn't think it was right. And now we're going to get this spurg out. And at first, like, when he's just answering the questions, you think, well, he just wants to get it on the record immediately what his response is to this video. But in the subsequent posts, it just gets worse and worse to the point of no longer being a response, but like a full-on, like, spiral. Like I really feel bad. Like, my intention today was not to put Josh in a bad place. My intention today wasn't to hurt Josh and hurt his feelings and make him feel bad. That wasn't my intention. And, like, I feel really bad. Like, the guy is just like a mess. I don't know, like, he's spiraling. He's having a meltdown. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. He can say that this is a fake reaction. He's in the chat now. I mean, just honestly, man, it's totally real. It's me talking to you. I don't know what to... That's my honest, genuine reaction deep down as a person, as a human, as a Christian, is to say, like, I feel bad that you feel bad today. Okay, my gambit is obvious, Mr. Skeptic Intellectual. Let's just read the words of Josh. I'm not trying to force you to do anything. So before we even get to his words, he's here now trying to be a hero. Instead of just letting me respond to his words, he's got to come in and cut in and draw more attention to himself. When he told me he wanted to be left alone and I was persecuting him, I am not persecuting you, dude. It is weird that you have some sort of persecution complex right now. Good. Talk to me tomorrow. Talk to me when you're, like, sober, bro. Talk to me when you're not, like, in a meltdown. And you're coming in here because you can't handle it? Really? Really? You're coming in here this upset? Dude, like, I genuinely feel bad for you. And you're making me angry. You're actually, you know, you're angry in this thread. But it's just sad to see. Like, it's like a sense of real loathing for this guy. Like, he's off of his rocker. God help him. God be with Josh, like, for real. I don't know, guys, like, what do you think here so far? Josh has come in here now to cry. He's going to brick off because, again, I told him, like, what are you going to sit here all night? Watch this for an hour? What is your mental malfunction? And I'm trying to, like, be so soft on you the way I'm doing this video too. And you feel defensive about that even? Come on. Guys, press 1. Press 1 if I should just continue in this serious, somber tonality and be serious. Press 2 if I should just rip him a new asshole. Press 2 if I should just completely lose my mind and just snap completely. There's lots of 1s. Now that people have heard option 2, they're hitting option 2. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I live somehow rent free in this guy's head, where he's now the victim. Imagine this: the guy who runs a gossip forum and injects himself into everybody's dramas, including mine, when he really didn't belong, is now going to say, I pulled him into this. I made this about him. I brigaded his forum. This is like straight up like, I brigaded his forum. I harnessed the few hundred people who watch this show religiously. The few hundred people, like, it's not like I have an audience of millions like Keemstar to go make accounts, that's not happening. There's no such record of anything like that ever happening to you. So it is what it is. We're going to get to these messages now because they are pretty funny. And to be honest with you, like, it's time to laugh because it's just sad. It's just sad. It's time to stop being serious because this guy, Josh, doesn't want to be treated serious. He doesn't want to be treated like an adult. He wants to be treated like a child with oppositional defiance disorder who just, no matter what the parent says, the child rebels because he just has that deep-seated of an issue with authority to where it genuinely affects his life. And so he wants to be treated like a child. So we're going to treat him like a child. We're going to point and laugh at him like we're on the playground because Josh never progressed beyond probably high school. A common trait of these people is they're stuck in their high school mentality. Dax Herrera, Josh Moon, Ethan, like, they're stuck in their high school mentality. Imagine being them. And like, I'm a fat retard with nothing. But even I'm cringing at the idea of being Joshua Moon for even a single day. Or Ethan Ralph. Or Dax Herrera. I don't know how I would live with myself. And I'm me. And I live with all the things I've ever done. Holy fuck. I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know. I don't even know how. The thought of that, the mere thought experiment that I've concocted, shocks me to my core. I want you at home to try and use your imaginations right now. Envision tomorrow morning, you're in bed. You're sleeping there in bed. You're comfortable. It's nice. It's cozy. You're in your comfortable bed at home. You wake up and you're on like some wooden piece of shit with like the thinnest mattress in the world. And just as you're waking up, you're smelling the air. And it's just rancid. You just smell like the most rancid, like, ethnic foods. And like just pig shit and horse shit. And you look around and you're in some fucking shed in Serbia. And you go and look in the mirror and you're not you. You're fucking Joshua Moon. And your only responsibility in life is to run the Kiwi Farms. How would you go about your day? What decisions would you make at this point as Josh to fix your life? The man is the king of bad decisions. The absolute king of bad decisions. And he continues to make bad decisions every single day. And so does Dick Masterson. People are telling him, hey, don't poke the bear on Kiwi Farms. Don't poke the bear on Kiwi Farms there, guys. And he does it anyway. People are I'm even telling him to stop. Because he's already embarrassed himself enough. Stop, Dick, stop. Stop it. you're just losing your mind because Josh won't sweep it up enough. He won't sweep it up enough, but now he's going to clean it. Now he's going to delete the internet famous section because I ruined his website somehow. Somehow I, a nobody with zero influence, has ruined his website and brigaded it and turned it into politics. When it was him who inserted himself into the Ralph fight with me and pretty much fucked it up, to be honest, because he's a fucking idiot and a water-carrying toady for Dick Masterson. That's reality. I'm sorry. Like, I am now 100% firmly convinced that this is true. That this is true. That the conspiracy is true. And what I'm about to show you is proving it. And what this whole thing with Josh showing up in chat is, the first 15, 16 minutes of this video, is to make it so that people without attention spans who watch it later on replay, instead of live stream, won't see these messages that Josh left on the farms. And so we're going to have to do a dramatic reading after another separate video, just a dramatic reading of this now, Josh. Because you couldn't let it go. What a piece of trash, you know? Just so obvious. And you go, your gambit is obvious. Your gambit's obvious, motherfucker. Your gambit's obvious. I don't have no gambit. I'm me. I'm real. Nobody else is real. I'm real. That's just, it's just common sense. And you used to like it and you used to think it was cool until it started happening to you. Then it's uncool because you don't like a taste of your own medicine with anything. And you just live in oppositional defiance disorder land. Holy shit. So, for those of you who are in attendance here, the 261 live viewers, press 1 if you want to see Josh's Kiwi Farms posts coping and melting down. Press 2 if you'd rather I just sweep it up under the rug and just walk away before Josh ruins my life. Now, there's many ones. There's many ones. There was one too. One gun guard believes that I should clean it up and just walk away. Just walk away. When I tried to be so nice to this guy all day today, I tried to maintain like a nice, calm tonality when talking about this. I wasn't going to take the piss out of this guy. You know, even as I read these, I was going to let them kind of speak for themselves. But now, fuck you, motherfucker. Oh, man, it's too good. It's too good. It's too good. It's too fucking funny shit, man. Tens of millions of ones. The universe has spoke. Oh, man. See, I'm not drinking on Monday like you, Dax. Like you, Ethan. Who are drinking on Monday. All right. Here it is. This video was personally delivered to me, and at 23 minutes in, he asks a series of questions. So should be a series of questions, shouldn't it? Now, you're the intellectual who's talking about gambits and all this. I was never going to bring that up. I don't correct people's grammar because I'm not a piece of shit. But, like, you fucked up. You know, you're supposed to be this great guy who runs forums. You can't even proofread your own text. Like, holy shit, buddy. There's the video. Please go to that link and watch it for yourself so you can see the innocuous video that triggered this complete meltdown. Why defend the mansion? The value of the estate meant more to me than the actual size. I don't know why people care so much in either direction. So let's just take this line by line. Why defend the mansion? The value of the estate meant more to him than the actual size. I don't know why people care so much in either direction. Then why did you post on it if it doesn't matter and you don't care in either direction? And why are you even still giving the defense about the value of the estate? The estate. The estate. The estate, the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, double wide in South Central. Does anybody see the problem with Mr. Josh's response here? Does anyone see the problem other than me? I'm schizophrenic. Da da da. I don't think so. I think I'm sane. I think you're spiraling. That's a tough place to be. Why lock the thread? Just before we even get into his cope, you didn't lock the Vordrak thread, pal. You didn't lock fucking crazy people's threads. Zoom's thread's not locked. Like, fucking wildmen are allowed to roam free. But Dick in Multimedia gets the lock. What? Why? So here's the cope. The thread at the time was in Multimedia, and being flooded with new accounts for the 3rd time, desperately trying to force me to do what are essentially cosmetic changes to appease them. As often I do when people try to force me to do something, I said no. Take it in. Ladies and gentlemen, take it in. It's palpable. You can smell it. The cope. The cope. The brooms. You can smell, actually, the cleaning detergent used for the mop. You can smell it. Right now. Get close. You can. It's real. So it was being flooded by new accounts? Like, so it's implying as though I flooded his forum with new accounts. And this is like the 3rd time? What? What are the other 2 occasions this happened? What the fuck is going on? Then it's like desperately trying to force me to do, like, nobody's desperately trying to force you to do anything. At least not me, who you're directing this post to. I'm not doing that to you, dude. I'm not trying to force you to do anything. And I guarantee you those people, who they know it's your website, they know they can't force you to do anything. So you really think your posters are doing that? They're like trying to force you to do stuff, and like there's this raid of new accounts from where? From who? From Godwinson? From me? From Leo Pirate? From fucking Kraut? Who's it today? Is it fucking Kraut? Is it Coach Red Pill? Who fucking flooded the new accounts? Was it Jesse? I guess it was Jesse. But just some vague shit about how this is the 3rd time it's been flooded. Flooded by who? Why would that necessitate something being locked? It couldn't have been that you were upset about the mansion because your master was being attacked. You're upset about the mansion. You're coping about it. People blew you out, and then you just fucking raged because you were mad at the internet again. You were mad at the internet, Josh, and you locked it. So why don't you just face reality? It's either that or fucking Jarbo. Jarbo fucking puppeteered hundreds of sock accounts to destroy you. What's more likely to be true, that Jarbo sock puppeted all these accounts? Or that there was an organic reaction against the owner of the site going full exceptional and defending a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in South Central as a mansion, and then getting bum hurt when he got upset about it, and then locking the thread? What? And people in the chat are like, why are we even listening to PPP? I don't know. It's because they keep responding to people like me. Because I guess what I'm saying might be true. Fuck. So next topic. Why make a containment thread? So for those of you who are unaware of what like a containment thread would be or whatever, it's when you don't want something discussed in like a visible section of the website. So you create like this diversion. So instead of people discussing it on Dax's page, which would reflect back on him, what we're going to do is put it in this section called Trash Fire, but I'm going to pin it to the top of the site for whatever reason so that we can say, oh, get plausible deniability. We're giving it visibility. But really what you're doing is you're just hiding those posts from the dick thread, knowing that later on you're going to purge that thread from existence completely, or at least locking it, which is eventually what ended up happening. So this, like, it was a containment thread meant to bury it, but then it became so resurgent that he was forced to pin it. That's the reality. It was such a strong story that he had to pin it to try and cope and say that he wasn't covering it up. Then that backfired in his face, so then he ended up locking the containment thread. So these next 2 points are why make a containment thread, and eventually he locked that as well. I mean, you can believe his narrative here, which we're about to give you, or you can believe something approximately close to the truth. I'm just saying, like, when I come off as having the more rational take, you know something's gone really fucking screwy here, fucking PPP, the wacko is fucking onto something, what the fuck, you know, shit. Holy fuck, you know. He goes, I don't have any plans for what I would do after locking it. So I made a vague promise I would reopen the thread in a few days if people could calm the fuck down. The only person who was upset was you. Soon after, however, someone of their own accord, without being asked, prompted, or rewarded for doing so in any way, made a categorically appropriate and informative OP for the drama. I accepted this as the appropriate move forward. Like, does that not sound like just like total corporate boilerplate bullshit speak? Like, he made a categorically appropriate and informative OP for the drama. I accepted this as the appropriate move forward. I mean, this is what you would expect to hear from, like, the CEO of Sony or something. Like, not the CEO of Kiwi Farms. You know? I'm just saying, like, what, you know? And you admit, like, you locked it for no real reason and made a vague promise you would reopen it because you were upset. You know? Like, this is HR speak about, like, appropriate moves forward. You're totally right, guys in chat. You're totally right. So then we go into eventually lock this as well. Because few people were talking about the topic, and it had devolved to people advertising the content of a known pedo, sadist who thrives off attention. For the same reason as before, I locked the thread because it was being utilized for a specific exterior motivation. Because few people were talking about the topic. Josh, the thread had 567 pages or something like this in like a week. And like, I wasn't posting for a few days deliberately. You know, and because of that, it's dying down a little bit. You know, Zoom's come in and is trying to keep it alive, but like, you use that as an excuse to strangle it in the cradle at 567 pages when in reality it could have went on way longer. Just because, I mean, like, Worski still has his thread not locked, even though he only gets, what, a post a month? So, like, what are we talking about here? There's a lot of threads that are inactive for a lot of different people that don't get locked. It doesn't make sense. You know, like the events are still ongoing. Events are yet to be determined. But you've locked it and you've cleaned it up again. And you use Zoom as an excuse when this really has nothing to do with Zoom, other than that he might have coded new project 2. So bringing up Zoom just doesn't help your case flat out at all. Bringing up Zoom just only hurts your case and shows that you have an obsession with Zoom for some reason that, again, I think is unhealthy, dude. And I encourage you to go get... No, I don't encourage... Don't go get help. Self-medicate, spiral, fucking lose your mind, kill yourself. Because if I tell him to do that, he'll do the opposite and he'll fix his life. But if I tell Josh to fix his life and like get a job and like make it in the real world or find a different processor, he'll just fucking spiral into insanity and kill himself. So I don't know what to say to this man. It's opposite day every day in Janny Juice land. Up is down, black is white, sky is green, grass is blue. PPP is an athletic alpha chad with a muscular physique. Why are you even responding? Let's continue. Let's continue. Before he did that, he was banning tons of people. I give people warnings not to advertise the pedophile. I asked people to stop multi-posting. No ban I gave was greater than 7 days. Almost all of them were 1 day, as in until midnight. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a 1 day ban, 7 day ban, 30-minute timeout, fucking whatever it is, you know? Like, shit, if you're stopping somebody from posting there that day, you've cleaned it up, you know, because that person was trying to make discussion when it was topical and important, and you're delaying them from doing that to the point where their post might become irrelevant by the next day. So it wouldn't make sense for them to say anything. So you're censoring people on your free speech website. So that, do you know what I mean, guys? Like, he's admitting to banning people about this. Like, I rest the fucking case right there. He's admitting to banning people because he asked people to stop multi-posting because he really has to clean up multi-posting Jan. I don't really even know what the fuck he's talking about because I don't live on Kiwi Farm. I don't even really know what multi-posting is, guys. It's a dark, scary world out there in Kiwi Farms land, guys. And viewed through the mind and the eyes of Josh. Pray for Josh, guys. Honestly, pray for Josh. Pray for Josh. He goes, removing their posts as well. When I ban someone who is advertising, I use a one-click spam cleaner tool. The only accounts I did this for were people who rejoined after a temporary ban to continue advertising the pedophile. Again, it's like, but why do you do, like, I clean it up. I use the cleaner tool. I literally use the cleaner tool. I get in there. I fucking scrub all the shit stains off Dick's boots. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Just get ready for this next guy. This is just one of the king hot takes in this whole thing. Guys, we're only on the first post. Like, we're not even like a fucking paragraph in. Guys, this is gonna go hours. Hours. Oh man. I just wanted to watch. You know what I wanted to do? Do you know what I wanted to do, guys? Do you know what I was gonna do during this time? I was gonna watch 36 Chamber of Shaolin because I promised the fans I would do martial arts reviews in the month of May. And they can't be done because of idiots like this. It's so fucked up. I'm the persecuted class. My fans are the real victims. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. All right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. People think I was really crying there, too. Like, oh, man, I saw the tears. Could it be he has some acting talent? No, he's a schizo. He's a schizo. He's a schizo. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare. Prepare for the king. Just hot take. I accept PPP's apology, but I find it incredibly hard to take this argument as one made in good faith. These actions are very much in line with how the site is normally moderated during times with high volatility and a lot of external pressure. More important to me than even the accessibility of the site and its content is its purity of form. The fastest way to piss me off, short of trying to get me to remove something, is to try and pervert the community into a tool. See DSP's extortionist. Where do we begin? So, he accepts my apology, which was a sincere apology, which I've restated here again publicly, because I was trying to show him that it was in good faith, and I was trying to help him out, and I wasn't even trying to help him out. I was just saying, like, I want to make right what I did wrong and give you your platform to exonerate yourself. But he finds it incredibly hard to take this argument as one made in good faith. I mean, like, he goes, these actions are in line with how the site normally functions. Like, I don't know. I don't browse your site. It's just, I think that it doesn't live up to your tagline about free speech when you're deleting and banning people. Just saying, it doesn't live up to that. It doesn't live up to your standard about free speech and how you defend everything to the death because the First Amendment is absolute and people have a right to speak, damn it. It doesn't stand up to that. It doesn't stand up to the idea that it doesn't show collusion with Masterson, or at least sympathies with Masterson, especially when you're getting paid $2,000 a month. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. You know, it's not in line with who you're supposed to be. What you preach and what you advocate to be and what the behavior you've demonstrated here is don't match up. And that's, it's pretty simple, you know. He goes, more important to me than even the accessibility of the site and its content is its purity of form. Now, has anybody ever thought about Kiwi Farms as like a bastion of purity? Like in what way? Like moral purity? Like beauty as in terms of like it's aesthetically pure in its form? What does this mean? What did he mean by this, guys? What did he mean? No one knows. The fastest way to piss him off, short of trying to get him to remove something, you know, is to try and pervert the community into a tool. See DSP's extortionist. So I am trying, apparently, to pervert his community into a tool. I am such a mastermind genius. This guy is such a mastermind genius that he has found a way to subvert and pervert the minds of the Kiwi Farms audience using telepathy. I have taken over the minds of the users. I have perverted the community to my will. Josh is a pedophile. Oh. What does he mean by this? What does he mean by this? Okay. He closes this. Okay. He closes this by once again trying to say that the money is from New Project 2. The money from New Project 2 is inspiring decisions. Dick does not give me money. The money comes from supporters of my podcast, right? Dick has never, ever given me money. Okay. So here's what he's alleging by saying this. The only way this makes any sense at all is if he believes my allegation against Dick and him is that Dick pays Josh a $2,000 monthly salary to clean it up. I've never alleged that Dick directly pays Josh $2,000 in a salary to clean it up. Do you know what I mean? Dick processes your payments from your fans to you. The money goes at some point from Dick's bank account into yours, through Dick's processor to you. Dick has the ability to shut off your payments whenever he wants, just like Patreon, just like anybody else. And if you step out of line with what he wants and you're not his friend anymore, then what happens to the money? And you apparently don't have many alternatives. You've said you've had a million alternatives, then just go get one. It doesn't matter. But you know that you don't have alternatives, and so you do have to kowtow to this man. And to say that Dick has never ever given you money is disingenuous when he handles your payments for you. I'm not saying that Dick personally pays you money that he's made, to you for janitorial duties. It might be coming from your fans. You know what I mean? Like, what allegation? Like, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense. Here it goes. As far as Ralph goes, there is nothing I can do to him. I'm not going to take up arms against people, especially from something I'm so emotionally divorced from. Ralph has made it clear he's happy to ride out the show's wave in its current state forever. The only thing I could ever imagine truly collapsing the show is Gator leaving. I mean, this doesn't... So, like, yesterday's news was, like, about Ralph and, like, him going up against Ralph. And Ralph called this guy, like, a child molester, said that he got molested as a child, said that, like, Josh is a liar and that he, like, enables people to lie and spread misinformation and distort the truth. He said just all sorts of despicable things about Josh, about how Josh's family doesn't love him. Like, just fucking savage shit. Josh is a pedophile, was being thrown at him. Like, this is beyond the pale, you'd think, right? Beyond what I've ever said to the guy. For real. Like, to his face, like, this is a real allegation, like, fuck you, like, this is what Ralph is doing. And Josh is, like saying he's not going to take up arms when he went on a show to criticize the man in the first place. If he wasn't going to take up arms, why did he go on the show? And, I mean, you're not going to collapse the show, but, I mean, what are you talking about? You're emotionally divorced from this. You're not emotionally divorced from this. The man called you a pedophile. The man fucking shit all over you. I guarantee you it hurt your fucking feelings. It hurt your pride, and that's why you attacked him back, and you didn't just laugh at him like the fool that he is. I guess it hurt your pride somewhat or something. I don't know. But either way, the idea that you're emotionally divorced from this is a hard cope. And the fact that you're posting about me and my thread right now, responding to my video, shows that you are emotionally invested in this, and this is why you are making these posts. Like, you're very, by definition, you making the post is embarrassing yourself. When you say that you're emotionally divorced from it, right? I mean, Gator leaving wouldn't collapse the show either. Ralph would keep going without Gator for a while, but he would probably eventually do his final meltdown, yeah. But, like, I think Gator might honestly be on the back door out. Apparently he finished school or whatever. God only knows. But Gator may finally get out of there. Who knows? Who knows? But at 35 minutes and 40 seconds, he says Josh has to approve these things. No, I don't. Users can make a thread in any board. If they make it in the board for creating threads before they're ready, any mod can move them out. So, again, so the moderators are responsible, right? Okay, that's fine, but the moderators are responsible to you. At the end of the day, you're the owner and operator of this website, and the buck stops at your desk. So there's not any thread created in any category that you don't personally approve of and give your stamp to, or it's not happening. And your mods, you may not personally direct them to do that, but your mods know what your preferences are and what your will is, and you may have, hinted at that, and they want to appease you because they're yes men. So just shut up. Just shut up. And again, I don't really even know how your website works, but just through the basic structure of any website where the owner is responsible and the buck stops there, you're responsible. You moderate this. You're going in and personally moderating and deleting people already. So the idea that you're this hands-off guy and you have nothing to do with it, I don't think that holds water. At all. Then he says, at 40 minutes in, he says, I apologize to Ralph. I did not. See, this is why I just gave up trying to talk to these guys. It's just bad faith shit. Did you guys hear the recording with your own ears yesterday? Did you not hear him say that he was sorry about the DM stuff and he felt bad about the DMs and leaking the DMs? That's an apology of some kind to this man when he didn't have to do that at all. You know, he did apologize to Ethan Ralph. He didn't apologize to him fully and say he was a great man and lick his balls. And I never said that you said that. I just said that you apologized. Everybody heard it with their own ears. You can't deny reality that you did say that you were sorry about the DMs. Guys, press 1 if I'm right on this and you did hear that. Press 2 if it's a schizophrenic delusion and PPP has lost his mind. Seeing many ones. It was a 2. Many ones. Now there are also, the ones are actually just a schizophrenic delusion that I'm projecting onto the screen right now. It's actually all 2s. And I'm just living in like a fucking total paranoid schizophrenic state. At any moment I could lose my mind. Shit. Okay. And he says it's bad faith. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. You operate in bad faith, motherfucker. You're the one operating in bad faith, not me. You're the one coming in here trying to disrupt my stream with my fans. Go do your own gay cleanup somewhere else. Fuck off. Be gone with you. Do you know what I mean? So, that was page 39 of my Kiwi Farms thread. Now, page 40, though, ladies and gentlemen, is where the real fucking cope begins. Oh my God. Press 1 if you already know what's on page 40 of my Kiwi Farms thread. Press 2 if you're waiting with bated breath to find out what's on page 40 of the Kiwi Farms thread. Many 2s. There's like 1. Lots of 2s. All 2s. Fuck. People aren't even aware of this. Crazy. So, I'm going to read my response to Josh because I'm apparently Perspicacity. Now, I'm not actually Perspicacity, but as Perspicacity's profile says, it says some e-celeb alt. And so I guess apparently this is my puppet account that I control, even though I don't have an account, never have, never will. Some rebuttals because I'm genuinely curious and want to frame it from a perspective of someone familiar with this place and also the people involved. Zoom is banned from even being mentioned here, but Ethan Ralph platformed him for months and supported his exceptional activities openly. He also sent Zoom after you in a surprise attack during the Dispatch stream. The only reason you even have a feud with Zoom is because of Gunty. I find your apathy bizarre, and it makes it look like the only reason you play nice is the mutual ties to Dick Masterson. This is likely 95% the case. You know that Ralph has been flipping out about PPP since he had less than 250 subs. I've not seen any reaction to those allegations here. Responding to Zoom or his 1-2 sycophants that keeps socking was dumb. Ignoring him is always the answer. The containment thread did degrade, but it only partially had anything to do with them. Doesn't make sense to lock a thread, to really lock a trash fire thread. I don't remember that ever happening before. So let's address the first 2 points from Perspicacity. So Zoom is banned from being mentioned, right? In any thread or whatever. But Ralph was Zoom's best friend, had him in his Discord. He was planning on moving in with Zoom. Do you remember this? It was going to be Zoom, Andy, and Ethan Ralph living in a house together. Apparently, Josh doesn't remember this because he doesn't associate Ethan Ralph with Zoom in his mind whatsoever. None of this ever took place, even though he's the owner and operator of Kiwi Farms, who sees all this drama firsthand. But no, there was no association between Ralph and Zoom because in the next post, Josh is going to deny this. In fact, we're just going to scroll to Josh right here saying, guys, this is real. You have tried multiple times to falsely associate Ralph with Corey Barnhill, pedophile liar. It has not worked and continues to not work. Ralph does not become more likely to break the law the more attention he's given. So, imagine this being true. You know, to associate Ralph with Corey Barnhill is insanity. The association is so strong. It's so proven. It's not false. It's totally true. Everyone knows it's true. People know you're denying reality right now and you're spiraling. You're in a meltdown. You're in a bad place. And I tried to say earlier I was feeling bad for you and I wasn't going to lay into you. But now you've come in and you fucking run your fucking dick licker again. And so I have to, destroy you now? Fuck you, man. Go rebuild your life. No, don't go rebuild your life. Again, destroy your life. Go into alcoholism, go into drugs, because you do the opposite of what I say, but then you'll do the opposite of that. But then what if it was ironic? It's got to be tough to be Josh to figure out which orders of mine he's going to disobey next. I will never be told what to do. I'm a big man. Fuck everybody. I know what's best for me. I live in a shack in Siberia. Or Serbia. Shit. He knows what's best clearly because he lives in fucking a shack in Serbia. What a glamorous life. He clearly is capable of making his own decisions. It's not as though at some point this guy's going to end up in an institution because he's incapable of managing his life and he keeps making poor choices. But that's not a prediction. That's just a spoiler of what's to come. But going back up to Perspicacity's post, because there's Josh's coping. The second point was that Ralph had been flipping out about PPP since less than 250 subs. Because the allegation is that, like, I was like a Ralph A-log, that I was obsessed with him and da-da-da-da. No, Ralph's been, like, trying to fuck with me since my channel had, like, 150 subscribers. You know, and Josh's response to this piece of evidence is, what the fuck does this even mean? So once again, he's refusing to address that. He's refusing to address that point about Ethan Ralph. For whatever reason, I speculate yourselves, but he's refusing to address that point. Could it be that they're all colluding together in a new project to Cabal? And yesterday's drama was just a manufactured gay op. It was a work shoot. Fuck, who knows? It's just getting so gay. It's getting so gay. It's just so gay. It's as gay as it gets. So, I mean, oh man, let's go up. Oh fuck. Let's go back up to Perspicacity because we have to get the full context. The final post, it says, your posts in the Masterson thread were downright bizarre. You locked the thread because people were talking about Masterson's house looking like a glorified garage. You locked the thread immediately after arguing with people about it. I had originally thought it was some kind of meta humor. Housing commentary on this site is absolutely commonplace. That you felt the need to even comment on its mansion status at all was suspect. I get there was a rush of people and new accounts, but still that's also common with any new drama. How does Josh respond to this? Like, do I find if your apathy bizarre, it makes it look like the only reason you play nice is the mutual ties to Dick Masterson. This is likely 95% the case. He goes, if Dick told me to play nice with Ethan Ralph, I would fucking punch him. Ladies and gentlemen, read that. If Dick told me to play nice, or place nice, the guy can't even fucking type right. This is like the third mistake. If Dick told me to play nice with Ethan Ralph, I would fucking punch him. Well, why didn't you do that yesterday? Why didn't you fucking charter a plane to fucking LA? Fly out and go kick his ass, because that's exactly what he did yesterday. He told you to play nice with Ethan, and then what did you do? You said, I feel bad about the DMs. You gave like a fake concession speech, like a fake apology there, you know, so that you would look good in front of Daddy Dick.
Yeah, but you can see why he said that, because fucking Dick would have threatened to kick him off the platform for sharing DMs, because Dick's so fucking horrified of his DMs with Josh getting out there. You know, the reality is he didn't really concede anything to Ralph beyond that.
It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's fucking insanity. It's absolute insanity. I mean, Dick would kick him off. Dick would kick him off. Surfer's right. I'm just trying to, let's hold back. Let's rationally look at this and figure out what the cope is. You know, but the truth of it is Dick just said, fucking figure this out, boys. This is an employees meeting. Figure it out. If not, I'm disciplining one of you fucking idiots. You know? And somebody's getting sacrificed. Somebody's getting disciplined. Ralph says it's going to be not Josh. Josh says it's going to be Ralph. At the end of the day, they're already fighting amongst themselves, turning on each other, snaking on each other, trying to make the other one the sacrifice. Fuck all of you. You're all going to end up getting sacrificed because everybody sees what disgusting snakes you are. That's the reality. But look at this. We're fucked. You are projecting a preferred reality, far more interesting than the actual one. And I wouldn't care if you weren't accusing me of taking bribes. I'm just so sick of all you stupid fucks and your obvious agendas. I'm not going to go after Ralph. I'm not going to stop using New Project 2 just because you don't like Dick. Fuck off. Now, I mean, who's getting mad at the internet really here? You know what I mean? I'm so sick of you stupid fucks and your obvious agendas. And you're accusing me of taking bribes. You're crazy. You're a schizo. You know, just coping. And he finally just draws his line in the sand. Draw the line in the sand. I'm not going to stop using New Project 2 just because you don't like Dick. Fuck off. It's not because people don't like Dick, you fucking mongoloid. It's because Dick has obviously ordered you to fucking clean it up, mongoloid. Clean it up, Janny. You fucking dumb shit. It has nothing to do with people liking or disliking Dick. Most of the people asking questions are probably fucking fans of Dick and you. And they're like, what the fuck is going on, Jan? And you're like, these fucking A-logs, man. They're fucking persecuted, man, by PPP and his mafia. Fuck. You of know, 200 people. Fuck off.
If there wasn't the gay collusion and the fucking obvious cleanup attempt, no one would care if you had a New Project 2. You know, that's not that big of a deal. What's gay is the fucking cleanup attempt and the obvious collusion, especially from a guy that's supposed to stand for free speech on the internet. You know, like, figure it out.
Fuck off, you know. But he's mad at the internet, guys. He's having a tough time. You know, he goes like, look at this. So go listen to my stream. Go listen to my BitChute stream, because we're moving on to the next Josh post. If you haven't watched my BitChute video on Josh, you're not going to understand. But this is what Josh is actually trying to gaslight into reality for people who aren't going to go watch it for themselves. It was, dude, listen to the PPP stream. He's demanding that I leave New Project 2 for something else to prove I have no strings attached. It's a constant demand. I prove a negative. So this is officially the point where Null just departs from all fucking basis in reality and just completely loses his mind. The spiral officially began here. At this point, I knew that this guy was acting actually in bad faith. And then I became mad at the internet because I thought it was unjust that he was calling me bad faith when I was good faith, and he's actually just a total spurg piece of shit. Yeah, he means the promo. He means the promo video from today. This is what he means. I didn't demand anything. I said it'd be a good idea because it would prove it. But he's saying, I demand he prove a negative. I'm not, he goes, look at this, read this shit. Like as if I'm demanding this stuff. I go after somebody, I make a thread, I don't make a thread, I move a thread, I rename a thread, I fuck with my revenue to prove I'm not doing something. I'm utterly fucking fed up with all you new fucking faggots and your fucking vendettas against this fat faggot from West Memphis, Arkansas, I cannot possibly be forced to give a shit about the Ralph retort. It's Ralph beating a steady drum for easy income, and he will beat it for as long as he can possibly exist. Unless you can go to his house and literally shoot the motherfucker and bury him in a cornfield, Ralph will have his show and his audience until it ruins himself. Until he ruins himself. Who exactly is mad at the internet? Who exactly is upset today? He seems mad, and I'm not demanding anything. I mean, the dots connect. It's not as though I'm fucking screwing you, bro. Like, you fucking locked Dick's thread, you fucking deleted posts in Ralph's thread, you fucking locked the Simpspiracy, you banned people, you deleted their posts, you fucking keep doing it. Now you're coping and seething about shit, spiraling, when I was actually just trying to be nice to you today and help you out today. But now you're mad, and it actually wasn't my intention to make you angry today and to bother you today and to fuck your life up today. That wasn't what my intention was. But guys, it gets worse. It gets worse, right? So think of this now. He's now saying, I'm utterly fed up with all you new fucking faggots. So he's saying everybody that he doesn't like or anybody that disagrees with him is a new fag. Anybody who takes my side is a new fag. Anybody who has questions is a new fag. This is what he's saying. Now watch the stream get flagged down for me using his own terminology. It's going to happen in like 3, 2, 1. Like, I swear. It's just ridiculous. And it's not about a vendetta against Ethan Ralph. It's about what's true and what's false. And is there a cleanup or not? That's what it's about. It has nothing to do with Ethan Ralph. If Ethan Ralph got sacrificed to the corn harvest, I would still be asking you these questions. I would still be asking Dick questions. I would still be trying to dig up what the fuck is going on, because something here is shady, Jan. Then he gets really morbid and talks about literally shooting the motherfucker and burying him in a cornfield. I mean, just, like, that's pretty graphic, bro. It is what it is. Like, now here it gets insane. This is where it now... Like, I knew he was bad faith before, but this is where I knew that he was, like, undergoing mental trauma. And, like, my heart started to, like, break for Null. I started to just feel like, oh my God, the poor guy. It's going to be okay, Jenny Juice. Someday you might be soaring Juice, but right now you're lying Juice. And, man, it's tough to be lion Juice. The lion Jan Juice, We were trying today to make you soaring Juice, soaring Josh. But you've missed the mark and you've spiraled into... Oh, it's tough. Praying for you, pal. Praying for you, pal. Here it comes. Guys, this is... You'll understand my reaction. What do you think is going to make people happy? Absolutely nothing short of disowning Dick, killing my new project too, and showing up in Memphis to personally fight Ralph. And then what? Have I earned the respect of the internet at large? No, I just got suckered into making directed actions that do not benefit me, and instead benefit a bunch of random fucking people I don't know, I don't care about, and who do not care about me. Like, it's all lies. I'm trying real hard to tolerate you people, but I've not liked the internet famous board since the hack. This board changed the entire forum's culture, injected politics directly into the blood of the community, drove out my most senior users and moderators by being fucking insufferable, and now are making personal demands from me over the most contrived fucking faggot shit. I really cannot stand this place. It's the children who are wrong. Wow. So, what's going to make people happy? He says nothing short of disowning Dick. He doesn't say shutting down his new project 2 or closing. He says killing my new project 2. Because to him it'd be like killing his child. You know, I'm surprised he didn't say abort his new project too, and borrow a colloquialism from his butt buddy Ralph. He goes, and showing up personally in Memphis to fight Ralph. When have I ever asked you to go fight Ethan Ralph? I want to fight Ralph, and you derailed it and made it so it didn't happen because you're a fucking idiot. And then what? Have I earned the respect of the internet at large? You might earn the respect of me and yourself and your audience, maybe. You're not going to earn the respect of the Huffington Post, faggot. But, you know, some people might have respect for you if you fucking showed transparency and either showed DMs with Dick or closed it down or, I don't know, just didn't clean it up. Like, as long as you just weren't making these posts and not cleaning up for Dick and locking threads and shit like that, no one would care. Honestly, fuck. You know, he goes, I'm trying really hard to tolerate you people. Like, this guy who's supposed to be the bastion of freedom is saying, like, I'm finding it hard to tolerate the people on his own forum. He doesn't like the internet famous board. The board was ruined. So, like, I ruined the fucking board, apparently. I was the straw that apparently broke the camel's back, and now internet famous is going to get deleted. He's going to delete Dick Masterson's thread. He's going to delete Ethan Ralph's thread. He's going to delete Kraut's thread. He's going to delete Worski's thread. He's going to delete Nick Rekitis. He's going to delete all these people's threads to fucking... He's going to delete my thread. But except that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is Ethan Ralph and my accounts will be moved to the lolcow section. And Dick's thread will be scrubbed away. And then all the drama will go into my thread or Ralph's thread. And then he feels like he'll have won because he'll have taken out the internet famous board, cleaned it up, and he has plausible deniability that I ruined his site and that he hated internet famous all along and this was the straw that broke the camel's back. And guaranteed that that's what the fucking next step is going to be. So just get ready, guys, for him to delete the entire internet famous section because of me. And it'll all be my fault. And somehow it's going to be... The whole website will be attacking me and trying to take me out. Well, bring it on, Janny Juice, you fucking piece of shit. Go ahead. Delete it. Make my fucking day. Make my fucking day. Delete the internet famous thread. Clean it all fucking up. Clean it all up, Janny Juice. Do it. Press 1, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that Janny Juice will clean it up and delete internet famous. Press 2 if you think he couldn't possibly be that fucking stupid. Press 2 if you think he couldn't possibly be that stupid. I'm seeing a lot of 1s, which is really worrying because I think, was this crazy? Now, there's some people that say 2. He can't be that stupid. There are some people who are putting 2, including the head janitor here, Sargoy of Kakad. Remember, guys, Sargoy in the chat has been janitor here for years. He has always cleaned it up well. He takes a great perverse pleasure in banning people. He's a sick man. So everybody, thank goodness for Sargoy in the chat. Remember, Sargoy does it for free. He does it for you and me. He cleans it up. He cleans it up. Sargoy! Oh, it's always good to just get a good dig in at Sargoy. We gotta have fun, people. We gotta have fun. Oh. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to see the internet fucking famous deleted, and Ralph and my threads moved to lolcow, while Dax is quietly cleaned up like he wants, and all the drama just trickles over there. Guarantee. Clip it. You know, that's what he's going to do. He's signaling it now. And it's because I, the fat, obese, retarded Canadian, caused him to spiral and have a meltdown. You know, it is what it is. Let's try and wrap this the fuck up. Here's another one. Like, it just keeps going. Guys, you thought that was it? You thought that was where Josh would have just had the decency, the common sense to stop fucking cleaning it up. But not yet. It's not over yet because he's still upset. He still has to respond to everybody who's responding to him in my thread. Goes, the implication is that by applying Dick Masterson's payment processor to process payments for me, and by accepting $0 and 0 cents from him personally, and in fact paying 3% of every dollar I earn to him for the privilege, I am tainted with original sin and must be involved in literal backdoor meetings where expectations are set for the site and how I run it. How anyone buys this without just wanting to believe it despite Ethan Ralph, I cannot fucking understand. Well, maybe they believe it because you post like that. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe they believe it because you're melting down and you're spiraling and you appear guilty. And every action that you're taking makes you look more and more guilty. Locking threads, deleting posts, banning users, making Seethes posts. I mean, maybe that's why they believe it. And I mean, it's not about him personally paying you a salary. It's about that he has control over whether you get paid or not. And if you don't do what he says, he might not pay you, or he might release your info to Zoom, or who fucking knows. That's what it's about. And people just want it cleared up so that they can fucking trust New Project 2 or not. And nobody wants to address it seriously or fucking show any sort of transparency. People just want to fucking clean it up endlessly. And we'll see after this if Josh still even wants to talk on Wednesday. I don't even really necessarily want to talk to the guy because he's such a slimy fucking snake and so delusional, and he's just going to try and clean it up and then fucking have a persecution complex like I ruined his site and that the whole section of the site needs to be deleted because of me. Then Josh makes a post that literally at the bottom of the page says sock account. So like he's like on some like paranoid schizophrenic take on sock accounts. I guess he's saying Perspicacity is a sock account, or one of the posts. I don't know. I'm not Josh. I don't get it. Do you get it, guys? Does anybody understand what Josh is talking about? Like, nobody knows what he's talking about. Holy shit. He's just lost it. So, guys, I mean, press 1 if you think PPP ruined Kiwi Farms and fucking posts and threads need to be deleted. Whole sections of the site need to be deleted because of me, and I'm insane and I'm spiraling. Or post 2 if Josh is in the middle of a fucking complete meltdown and he's spurging out. I don't know. People are hitting 1 and 2. It's a tough call. Lots of 2s coming in now, but there were 1s before. Yeah, it's all 2s now. Oh man. I think that was the last post by him. I'm just gonna quickly see. Maybe he's made another post. I don't think he has. So, chat, let me know. What's your take on this? I'm going to read the chat here for a little bit, see what your take is on this, and then I'm probably going to close out in the next 10 minutes or so at the most, because I'm going to go watch my martial arts movies. Okay? Fuck. People are saying Juice is coping. He sounds like he's about to cry. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why Josh is mad at the internet chat. Josh is dealing with spiritual wickedness. Indeed, he is dealing with serious fucking problems, man. Well, he might be honest about having hated it, but I mean, the end result at the end of the day of him deleting the internet famous is to clean it up completely. It's like the nuclear option: to clean it up completely, assign all blame to me, divert all drama to my thread and to Ralph's thread. Like, that's what I see. Or just to completely clean everything. Maybe he'll just sanitize it all. And just sanitize me, sanitize Ralph, sanitize Dick. Say it's clean. These people aren't allowed to be discussed anymore. My hands are clean. I'm out. Maybe that's going to be the take. I don't know. But I feel as though if he deletes all that motherfucking shit, it totally proves everything I've said true, guys. And I don't even think I'm fucking joking when I say that. I'm pretty serious. You're saying he won't delete it. Well, he'd be retarded. He'd be so stupid to delete it. So he shouldn't. But again, if I tell him to delete it, he won't delete it. Guy lives in oppositional defiance disorder land. Just total fucking meltdown, mad at the internet, angry, coming in here to fight me, posting on the forums about me. Now he's finally apparently gone to bed. God only knows. He's probably seething in a Discord somewhere right now. And Dax Herrera is currently, before we go, Dax Herrera is currently just seething on Twitter constantly about Kiwi Farms because it's not being cleaned up. So you wonder why Josh is having the meltdown. It may not even be me. It just he's getting pressured from Master Dick to lick the shit from his boot. And so he must, just yesterday he was being compelled by his boss. And now he's getting more pressure. He's like, look at this. The spaz on Kiwi Farms, George Cookzunian, who's posting nonstop lies about my girlfriend being a cam whore with no evidence and obviously isn't, is dating this, still think. So go to Dick's Kiwi Farms thread, guys. The whole reason this is going on today is because they found out that 80s Girl was a cam whore on Kiwi Farms, or that's what they're saying. They apparently have evidence of it. So maybe I'll link in the description below Dick Masterson's Kiwi Farms thread so that you can see that his girlfriend's a cam whore. I think he's sensitive about that. And he's been spiraling about it all day on Twitter, feeding the farms, feeding the trolls. And now he's getting what he deserves. So that's all. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. We'll cover, I'm sure, this another day. Wednesday is still on in my mind with Josh. If he wants it, he can have it. But I don't think he's going to want it because he's just full of shit. And I don't even really want to deal with him because I know he's a bad faith piece of shit. And he throws that at me because he's projecting his own insecurities and his own failures and his poor decision making on me. That's all I've got to say, guys. Have a good